song in English.
Blue sky, white clouds, Krishna and Balaram are following the house. Govardhan, where the cows stay. Krishna and Balaram all through the day. Krishna, Krishna, let's go play, going to the forest. With a stick, let's sing. We'll be happy seeing you. Krishna, Krishna, now we're here, dancing all together. Make your feet and please play and keep on dancing. Putting flowers in our hair, Krishna's pleasure is our care. Loving you, we have no fear. Hari Bol, Hari Hari.
We're going to do a little skit, but since we have 3 classes, we'll keep it brief. And come on. Okay, so now very, very quickly at the end, you can applaud. We'll start on the right side, and you can take a little bow when I say your name. Divan, Nalini, Satyajit, Kalindi, Shah, you can wait till the end, Ananya, Agastya, Shara Sevika, Titix, Raghavi Krishna, and Gopi Krishna.
So all the teachers of Gopal class, can you stand and we'll take one photo of the Gopal class with their teachers. So let's thank all of the students of Gopal class and the teachers. Adita, you can also go. Haribo. Please stand closer. Can you stand close? Stand a little closer.
Come close.
Come close.
Two rows.
Is it okay now? Come stand. Come this way. Come this way. Smile. Haribo. Thank you so much to Mother Kamalini. Thank you so much Savita Mataji, Advita, and all the other parents who are volunteering. Next, the Govinda class will be doing their presentation. So this class is from ages 7 to 9, and the teachers are Varshana Priya Mataji and Radha Shakti Mataji.
Have a Govinda class from age 7 to 10, and we did theme of this time semester is like festivals, so we covered a lot of festivals, and we did craft related to those festivals. And so I have a okay. This kids made the prayers. They wrote prayers. They drew the symbols of Radharani, Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, and Lord Nityananda. Nityananda's footprints, symbols. They made on that, and they make like this garlands. And the other activity they did is they bring Krishna and Radha together by making this spinner. And during Diwali, we made the lanterns because it's a festival of light. So they learned that and they made the lanterns out of the paper. And this time we did the main activity was related to the Govardhan Puja. They worked very hard. They did in 3 classes. They made the clay figures which we put on the Govardhan hill. So in one class they made the different figures like different animals, and in the next class they colored them, and then third class they decorated it. Yes. And we offered it to Giri Govardhan. So this year we did all those activities. Besides this activity, we played lot of games related to Krishna consciousness activities, and they loved it. And I just want to thank Mother Radhika and Prabhu and Radha Shakti Mataji, Shivali Mataji, and lots of other parents, Neha Mataji and Arlos from, they all helped. Whenever we needed help, parents came forward and they helped us. So I just want to thank them. So now, next thing, the kid learned few slokas, and this year they memorized all those slokas. So we focused on the meaning, what they understood. So they're gonna explain the meaning of those slokas. Okay. Start with the 3:13. Yagna.
Yagna Shrestashana Santo Muchante Sarvakilvishe Munjante Dhammakambhava Ekachankamukana.
And Krishna will explain the meaning.
The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food that's offered to the Lord. Others that eat for self-enjoyment eat only sins.
Bhagavad Gita 4.2. Evam
Parampara Prapta Evam Raja Sayo Mridu Sakalena Mahata Yogo Nashta Parantapa.
Radha will explain the meaning.
The supreme science created by Krishna was passed down in a disciplined succession, but eventually this chain was broken.
Text, Bhagavad Gita text 3.13.
4.7.
Okay, 4.7.
Yada yada hi dharmasya Jnanir-bhavati bharata Abhutanama dharmasya tadatmanam srajamyaham.
And the meaning of this sloka, Gokula and Niranjan, they will explain.
In this sloka, Krishna says whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice and dharma and a rise in irreligion, he appears on the earth.
Krishna says, Whenever there is a fall in religion, O son of Bharata, that time I come to establish dharma.
Bhagavad Gita text 4.9, Janma.
Deham pura janma neti mameti sorjuna.
So Alo will explain the meaning.
One who knows the transcendental nature, appearance, and activities of Krishna goes to a abode of Krishna and never takes birth again after leaving this body.
Arna also explain the meaning of this sloka. She will does 4.8, right?
Yamuna does it.
Someone who understands Krishna and his activities doesn't take birth again in the material world. They go to the spiritual world and see Krishna.
Okay, we'll do Bhagavad Gita 4.8.
Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge.
And meaning of this sloka, Brihati and Arna will explain.
To protect the devotees and destroy the demons, Krishna comes again and again. In this verse, Krishna says, I come every millennium after millennium to deliver the pious and to destroy the evil, and the last thing I do is to bring back God consciousness as well as cleaning the dirt of people's hearts.
And Janvi will do Bhagavad Gita text 4.13 and she will explain the meaning too.
Chaturvarnamaya shishtam guna karma vibhagasha tasya kartam ramapimam vidya kratam avyayam. The translation for this sloka is the three modes of material nature and the work associated with them. The four groups of human interaction is created by me. But even if I created this system, I'm not in the system.
In text 4.34, Navaneet and Shivin will explain.
Tadviti pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninastattvadarshanam. You should try to learn from a bona fide spiritual master. He will impart knowledge to you and you should learn from him. You should offer your respectful obeisances unto him. You should do all of those things because he has seen the truth and he has heard the truth. This sloka explains the importance of the spiritual master. You ask him questions and give him your service because he knows the truth.
We'll do next one is Bhagavad Gita 5.18, Vidya Vinaya.
Vidya Vinaya Sampana
And Goloka will explain the meaning.
The yogis treat everyone equal, whether it's a Brahmin, a cow, an elephant, a dog, or a dog eater.
And the next one is text 5.29, and it will be explained by Aksharam. Bhoktaram.
Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram shuhridam sarva bhutanam gnatva mam shantam mrichyati. Krishna is the beneficiary of all sacrifices and penances. He is the supreme proprietor of all planets and demigods. He is the benefactor and well-wisher of all living entities. One who knows this attains peace from all material miseries.
And the last one, 6.47, it's Yoginam's observation, and it will be explained by Krishna.
Yoginam sarvesham matgate tantra atmana shriddhavan bhajate yomam sarve yukta tamo mataha. Of all the yogis, the one with faith in Krishna, who always thinks of Krishna within himself and renders loving service to Krishna. He is the highest of all yogis.
All these kids work very hard. They come up with this meaning, like they didn't just recited their translation, but they understood and they write down their sentences, what they understood. That's why they have it paper in their hand, but they worked for that a lot. And this time they learned one bhajan also, which they're going to present now, and it will be displayed here also. They will sing and you can follow them. Okay.
Yashomati Nandana Braja Varanagara Gokula Ranjana Kana. Yashomati Nandana Braja Varanagara Gokula Ranjana Jana Gokula Ranjana Kana Tatakara Goti Pasana Hara Rasa Rasika Kripamoya Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natabara Bhakti Vinoda Asariya Yasomati Nandana Braja Karunakara Gokula Ranjana Kana Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Goloka Nanda Radha, Goloka Nanda Shri Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
This semester for this bhajan, Radha Shakti Mataji worked with all of them and she worked very hard too and they did it good, I think. And, yeah, I'll introduce all the kids. You want to stand up? Okay, if you can come forward when I say the name, okay, and you can take a bow. Okay, Krishna, Radha, Gokula, Niranjan, Arna, Brihati, Alo, Yamuna, Nandini, Jahnavi, Navani,
can see, they all had a very good fall session. So thank you so much, Naradika Mataji, Varsana Priya Mataji, for giving me opportunity to serve kids, and really looking forward to a beautiful spring session. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Govinda class. Thank you, Hare Krishna. We'd like to thank the teachers, Varsana Priya Mataji and Radha Shakti Mataji, for all of their hard work with this class. And thank you all so much for being here and supporting the Sunday school. We couldn't do it without the support of the whole community. Srila Prabhupada, Shri Radha Goloka does blessings, and we would like to thank all of you so much. So we have one last presentation. Thank you for your patience. This is the Gopinath class. They are the ages 10 and up. So for the Gopinath class, what we've been doing for this class is we have been going over overviews, themes, important practical points from the Bhagavad Gita chapters. So this fall session, we covered chapters 3 through 8. And they learned important themes like living life spiritually, like spiritualizing your material life, staying on track, try your best and leave the rest to Krishna, make your mind a friend, noticing Krishna behind everything. These are themes based on those chapters. And besides doing quizzes and projects on these themes, they also did amazing PowerPoint presentations. And one of the things that they did was for 1 week they did an experiment week, where for 1 week they had to practically apply one of the things that they learned. For example, noticing Krishna behind everything in nature. So every day they would look outside and see something in nature, take a picture of it, and tell how it reminded them of Krishna, how they could see Krishna behind that. Or chanting for 5 minutes a day and then noticing how their mind reacted, how they could control their mind. So they did 1 week of an experiment, then they shared their reflections after doing that week of experiment. So that was really amazing. I hope someday we can have them present their PowerPoints at some point, because they did a very amazing job with their presentations. But since we have limited time, they're just going to present the shlokas that they learned, and then we'll end. Thank you so much. So we'll start with,
Just requesting everyone, please. These children have really worked so hard, so please, this is the last presentation. Hare Krishna.
13, Krishna talks how we're not the body, we are the soul. Dehinosmin.
As the soul passes through the body from childhood to youth to old age, similarly, when the body dies, the soul finds a new body. Also, a sober person is not bewildered by such change or effect.
220, Krishna defines the characteristics of the soul, Najayate.
The meaning of this slok is that the soul is eternal and ever existing, and it was never born and will never die.
4.7, Krishna tells the reasons he comes to this material world. Yada yada.
This slok means that whenever there's a decline in religious practices or whenever there's a predominant rise in irreligion, that's when Krishna will descend.
3.7, Karma Yoga definition. Yastvindriyani.
Krishna says, if a person tries to control the senses with his mind and starts karma yoga in Krishna consciousness without attachment to anything, he is better than others.
343, steady the mind by deliberate spiritual intelligence. Eva Buddhi.
Thus, knowing oneself to be transcendental to the material senses, one can control the mind by spiritual knowledge and thus conquer the insatiable enemy known as lust. Hare Krishna.
434, how to approach a spiritual master. Tadvidi.
You should always try to learn from a bona fide spiritual master and kindly and submissively render service unto them. You should learn from a spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master, because they have seen the truth and will take you back to Godhead.
439, a faithful, dedicated person gets spiritual knowledge. Shraddha Vallabhate Jnanam.
A faithful man who wants to learn spiritual knowledge and can subdue his senses will be able to learn spiritual knowledge, and when he does, he will be able to achieve spiritual supreme peace.
510, if you do activities without attachment to the results, you will not be touched by sin. Brahmanadhaya.
Hare Krishna. Just like a lotus leaf is untouched by water, similarly, when you work without attachment and offer your results to Krishna, you're never touched by any sin. Hare Krishna.
529, the peace formula. Bhoktaram.
Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the Supreme Controller, Supreme Enjoyer, and the best friend and well-wisher of all living entities. One who knows this will attain peace. Hare Krishna.
626. Whenever the mind wanders, bring it back. Yato yato.
Whenever the mind wanders, one must bring it back under the control of the self.
647. The topmost yogi. Yoginam api sarvesham.
Out of many yogis, the one that has great faith abides in Krishna and thinks about Krishna within himself and renders transcendental loving service to him is considered the highest of all yogis and is the most spiritually connected with Krishna.
7.1. To know about Krishna, we must hear about him and serve him. Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
Krishna said, if one practices yoga fully devoted to him, they will know him in full, free from doubt.
7.7. Krishna is behind everything. Mata parataram nanit.
O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me, and just like pearls are strung on a thread.
7.13. Those bewildered by the modes can't understand Krishna. Tribir Gunamaya.
In this verse, Krishna explains that all of us are deluded by the three modes of nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. And what we do not know is that there is Krishna, the Supreme, who is above the modes and is inexhaustible. Hare Krishna.
8.6. What you think about determines your next life. Yum yum.
Whatever state of being one remembers at the time of death, that state of being they will attain without any fail in their next birth.
8.16. Material world is a place of birth, death, old age, and disease. The spiritual world is free of those. Brahma.
From the highest planet in this material world down to the lowest, all is a place of misery where the cycle of birth and death is repeated over and over. But if you attain my abode, you will never have to take birth again.
Thank you all so much. And I'd like to thank all the children for being so enthusiastic and quick learners. And I really appreciate teaching them. And I also want to thank the other teachers of the Gopinath class, Nikunja Vilasani Mataji, Goloka Vasani Mataji, and Shivali Mataji. Thank you so much. so I'll just quickly introduce them, which is always the test for me to not blank out on the names. So when I say your name, you can bow, and then at the end you can clap, okay? Anish, Hare Krishna, Reyansh, Lavanya, Vedant, Viraj, Krisha, Anmol, Madhav, Akshaj P, Akshara, Samika, Haresh, Harini, Akshajvi, Advait, and Braj. Thank you. Thank you all so much. We're going to take a group photo of these, but first I want to say thank you to all of you, and thank you to all the teachers, the parents, especially the parents for supporting the Sunday school, to Bir Krishna Maharaj and all the senior devotees, and to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Shri Radha Golokananda. Next spring session starts next Sunday, so if you'd like to enroll your children, please come to the table. We have the registration, and we look forward to hearing more about you. And all the children, there's going to be a little Ekadashi cookies for you, okay? Some other Kamalini will give you. So thank you all so much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.